Okay. Hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about placing concrete. Placing is the process of transferring the fresh concrete from the conveying device to its final place in the forms. Mixing is done in a concrete mixer. A moderately wet mix is necessary for reinforced concrete work in order to get the concrete between the reinforcement and into the small spaces to be filled. A slump of 14 centimeter per 15 centimeters is permitted. Test cubes should be made at intervals to check the strength of the concrete. Convenient device may be wheelbarrow, button dump bucket, dump truck. If necessary, concrete may be pumped through hoses and steel pipes. The mode of transport depends on the quantity of concrete to be placed, the equipment available, and other factors. The method employed must prevent the separation of the materials, called segregation, and ensure that concrete of good quality is deposited in the forms. The forms are made of timber or material of a size and shape suitable for the finished work. They must be of sufficient strength and rigidity to support the wet material and allow it to be properly compacted. They are so constructed that they may be easily removed when the concrete has hardened. The interior of the forms must be oiled or soaped to prevent the concrete from adhering from the forms. Before placing concrete, loose rust must be removed from reinforcement. Forms must be cleaned. Hardened surfaces of previous concrete lifts must be cleaned, roughened, thoroughly wetted, and coated with 1-1 cement mortar before the new concrete is deposited. Proper placement must avoid segregation to placement of forms or of reinforcement in the forms, and poor bond between successive layers of concrete. Small blocks of concrete called bar spacers and employed to hold the bars in place and at correct distance above the forms. The quality of concrete can be improved by means of vibration. Some types of vibrators are attached to the forms. Others are placed on the surface of the freshly deposited concrete, such as slabs, and still others are inserted in the concrete. They may be driven by electricity or compressed air. If concrete must be placed underwater, two devices for depositing concrete are used. The drop bottom bucket is so arranged that the bottom opens when it touches the surface on which the concrete is to be deposited. The trainee is the steel pipe long enough to reach through the water to the point where the concrete is to be deposited.
มันนักแรงนี่ไงแรงอยู่หลายอย่างนี้